If you're a crazy busy mama, you know that slow cooker meals are the way to go for a quick, easy meal. But just as equal as a slow cooker meal is a quick meal that you can put together on the stovetop, literally in 20 minutes or less. I have an incredible slow cooker chicken and dumplings. We're gonna do that tonight, right here in this pot. So one pot on the stovetop in 20 minutes. Come to my kitchen, I'm gonna show you how to do it. Possible because of a rotisserie chicken. So here's your crazy busy mama tip that you do not wanna forget. Anytime you're at the grocery store, don't forget to pick up a rotisserie chicken. You can use it for a meal helper or a meal all by itself. And if you haven't seen the hack on how to debone a rotisserie chicken very quickly, then you need to go to my site, crazybusymama.com, and I'll show you exactly how to do it. But I won't keep it secret. All you gotta do is just shake it up in this bag and it falls right off the bone. But you have to make sure that it's hot when you do it. So if you waited like me and it's cold and then it's the next day, you're gonna have to take it out and you're gonna have to debone the chicken with your hands. I don't know why it is, but it's one of my very least favorite things to do, and it's really not that big of a deal. So do yourself a large, and when you get your rotisserie chicken in from the grocery store, make sure you just shake it up in that bag, debone it right away so your chicken's ready to go. All right, so you're gonna start out with about 3.5 cups of water, or you can use chicken stock too, because I'm gonna use chicken bouillon. Okay, so this, again, I've got chicken bouillon. I did not have chicken broth, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that and get it boiling. As we're waiting for that to come to a boil, we're gonna use some of this Bisquick mix, and I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it, probably about 2 cups or so of the mix and just enough milk to kind of get it wet. We're gonna make some drop biscuits for this chicken and dumplings here. And again, I'm just eyeballing it, but I'll go ahead and give you actual measurements. You can actually find that on my crazybusymama.com site, but I'll put one together for this one too. And you're gonna go ahead and get it mixed up like this. And again, you're gonna make it like dough consistency. So it needs a little bit more milk. And you can kind of mix as you go. So like if it's too runny, then add more mix. And if it's too lumpy, then add more liquid, add more milk. Pretty easy, right? So make sure that gets stirred up real nice and good. And you're gonna let that set until that water comes to a boil. I need a little bit more dry mixture. Again, don't be afraid to cook and just kind of measure with your heart. It's not like baking where you have to have exact measurements all the time. And so just be mindful that it's really hard to mess something up. And one thing that I never add to a recipe is salt typically, because I feel like there's enough salt in all the other ingredients. That's one thing that I always omit. And then I add just some salt at the end if I need to for flavor. Okay, so this is the kind of consistency that I want. And these are gonna create those little drop biscuits on top of the chicken and dumplings. I went ahead and diced up that rotisserie chicken so it's all kind of the same size. And although this isn't a boil, that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of stir it in because I did the bouillon instead of the actual chicken broth. And I'm gonna go ahead and add the chicken soup to it too. Now, this you can omit, you don't have to. I just wanted to make kind of a, okay, come on, Ken. I just wanted to make a creamier version of this, but again, you can absolutely omit this, no problem. Okay, I did add about a soup can of liquid in there with it. Depends on how you want your chicken and noodles and dumplings to be. That could be, variety from if you want like a bowl of soup or you want to be able to serve it on a plate and not as liquidy. Just really kind of depends on your preference. To a simmer again. I'm gonna go ahead and add the chicken that we just chopped up, and then I'm gonna add a whole entire bag of frozen mixed vegetables to the pot. I don't know about you, but I love mixing everything together. So it's like one meal in a pot, super simple. You got your veggies, you got your protein, you got all the things. Okay, so when that comes to a boil, you're gonna wanna drop these in by the spoonful. So let me put the tripod up and I will show you how to do it. Okay, so here's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna take literally a spoonful just like this, and you can kind of see the pot and just put it in there, drop them in. These are just little drop biscuits. And you can do them all about the same size-ish, and they're gonna eventually float and they're gonna cook in this broth. And they're gonna make the most easiest and really delicious chicken dumplings you've ever had. It's probably not like your grandma's. This is Crazy Busy Mama style. You're not like rolling out the dumplings or anything like that, but it definitely is a very hearty home-cooked meal in literally minutes. And it's everything that you need in one pot, which is awesome. Now you can make less or more of the chicken dumplings. It's totally up to you. But I think probably if you can see that, We're gonna let that kind of cook. The dumplings are gonna cook in that broth. I think that's gonna be enough for us for a family of 5. And as I go here, I'm just gonna try and clean up as I cook, so it makes it less of a chore at dinner time or after dinner time to clean up. Quentin's rule was whoever made dinner didn't have to clean it up, but my kids are really good, so they are really good at helping me clean up, but we kind of do it together as a family now. And so just trying to do this to make it a little bit easier kind of after the fact, because who loves to clean up the kitchen after they cook? Nobody. I don't know anybody that says yes to that. So it's cooking, and I'm gonna give you a view here in just a second as it's cooking up. You're gonna let these cook up just like this for about 5 to 7 minutes, and then I'm gonna put the top on for the next 5 to 7 minutes. All right, now let's cover it and let it get cooked up for another about 5 to 7 minutes. So this is definitely gonna have a gravy to it, so to speak, instead of like a plate meal. So we're gonna serve it up in bowls tonight. And how do you check to make sure the dumplings are done? You simply just put a fork through it and see. And do you see that? You see that? Get there close. I think you can see that probably good on camera. Those look like they are done. Maybe a couple minutes here in the middle. So I'm just gonna kind of turn the heat down and kind of let it sit here. And this, friends, is where you would add a little dash of pepper on top. I do believe that is necessary. You could also do salt. I don't think salt is necessary, so completely up to you. That pepper is definitely good, and you can put salt on the table in case anybody needs it for their biscuit. Okay, so now we're gonna go in and we're gonna grab a spoonful of this amazing goodness. Do you see this? Oh my goodness, that's piping hot too. And we're gonna serve it in a bowl here. We're gonna go in and get a little bit more chicken and some broth there with some of the veggies and put that over the top or on the side. Again, a little bit more. And friends, look at that. Look at that. Easy and delicious meal in less than 20 minutes. Now this would not be a Crazy Busy Mama meal if I did not take a bite on camera for you. Now, do you see how piping hot this is? Definitely a hot, warm, comfort food style meal. Got a little bit of chicken in there, and then you could also do like 2 rotisserie chickens if you wanted more protein. Okay, let's try this. Be brave enough here. Simple and delicious. A meal that a Crazy Busy Mama and a Crazy Busy family can make that your family will fall in love with. For more quick, easy recipes just like this one, make sure to follow Crazy Busy Mama. And don't forget to check out my blog, crazybusymama.com, for lots of great slow cooker meals, easy 20 to 30 minute skillet meals, dinners that help you to spend time where you want it the very most, around the dinner time table with your sweet family. Let's reclaim the dinner time table together again as a family by using quick, easy recipes just like this.